Hey Virgo Collective, I hope you guys are doing great. It's Tipsy here to do your general love readings for whenever you are led to these messages. We're going to do two separate spreads. So the first one is going to be for my super single Virgos, those who are not dating, not thinking about dating, not thinking about a particular person. The second spread is going to be for the not so super singles. So those of you who are thinking about somebody all the way up to who is like dating somebody. So anywhere on that spectrum, feel free to watch. If you're in denial about dating someone or thinking about someone, feel free to watch. But let's jump in for my super singles and start by pulling a couple of oracle cards to see what overall energy is surrounding you guys for this reading. For my we're not taking all of those single Virgos. We're not doing it. That was a lot that came out. Let's try this again. For my single Virgos, and more came out. All right. You know what? We'll take them. Obviously, Spirit has something to say to you guys. So the first card out that we have for you is Higher Power. We have Deep Knowing. And we also have Mending. Let's pull one last card. See what final bit of energy is surrounding this reading for you all. And we have Be Assertive. Okay, Virgos. So what this feels like is that there is so much divine power that's around this reading. It's not even funny. But I think right now there's a need for you to make sure that you focus on repairing those those parts of yourself that may have been impacted by relationships before. I'm not necessarily getting the sense that this may be strictly about fixing something with somebody else. For some of you that might be the case, but this is, focused on singles who literally have nobody on their mind. So I'm going to say that this is really about making sure that things inside of you are good, and the need to make sure that you are firm, very firm in your boundaries. And we'll see if something similar comes up in the not single Virgos reading, because I do think that there is a section of you out here who is actually watching this singles video, but has somebody like deep in the back of their mind, is what I'm picking up very clearly. So just be warned, when it comes to that person, there are some things that need to be fixed in that relationship. And one of those things is making sure that you're a little bit more aggressive and assertive in setting your boundaries. However, for the rest of the singles, this is a situation, again, there's a lot of self-work involved, but when it comes to relationships, there seems to be this feeling that there is divine guidance and intervention on the way. There's this feeling inside of you, regardless of what's happened to you in the past, that it's like, oh, when the universe opens up for me on this, it is going to be like nothing anybody's ever seen, myself included. It almost feels as though that there have been lessons in everything that you've experienced relationship-wise up until this point. And it's going to pay off big. It's going to be so big when it comes in. So that's what we have for the energy that's surrounding this reading. Let's get into some tarot. And we are going to start first with where you are. Where are my super single Virgos when it comes to relationships? Oh, Lord, we have the Five of Pentacles. You are feeling some lack. You are feeling left out. It's like you singing that old song, like nobody knows the troubles I've seen. That's what I get from you, Virgo. And I'm not laughing at you. It's not funny, but it almost feels as though like while you're in this energy, you're not like too serious about it. This feels like somebody who's like kind of taking it on the chin, like, man, this dating world ain't shit. Like dating is the ghetto is like how I'm really feeling that you're looking at it right now. But even with, I think, your generally good attitude about it, Virgo, there is a sense of longing. right? There is very much a sense of wanting to come in from out of the cold. It's kind of like it's cuffing season. I am uncuffed. It's very chilly outside. I got this real nice fireplace, and it's just me and some Grubhub in front of it. And that's not how it should be, right? It feels like there's something more that you would like. You would like to be a part of that, sort of secret society that has these wonderful, good relationships, and everything is just warm and fuzzy. So looking at your challenge in this moment, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we also have the Page of Swords. So your challenge right now is that you're kind of watching, you're waiting, you're looking for change. Like there's this, it almost feels like a sense of impatience that you have right now, even though generally you're fine with your single status, but it's starting to grow, like this feeling that you have, right? We had this deep knowing card, and we also had higher power. It feels as though you know that there's something coming, and you're just kind of watching, you're waiting for some sort of shift, some sort of signal that things are moving. But it doesn't feel as though when it comes to dating, you've taken much action, to do anything sort of out of the ordinary. It's like, yeah, you'll go to different places and whatnot for work, and you go to the grocery store, but that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So what we have is, for this position card, it's basically what is it that you need to accept when it comes to love right now? And this is the Death card. This is transformation. This is life-changing transformation. This is the ending of something and the birth of something new. So right now, what you have to sort of accept when it comes to love is that there is going to be a change. There's going to be this transformation. There's going to be this ending and beginning for you. But I think that you knew that already, Virgo. What is it that you need to release in order to move forward? Ooh, that popped right out. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, and we also have the Four of Cups in reverse. So I think that the one thing that needs to be released right now is the thought that there is not going to be a new opportunity coming towards you. The thought that you can't have what it is that you want and have stability as well. So it feels as though, Virgo, that deep down you may think that whatever offer does come towards you is going to be something that you're absolutely going to hate. And that's sort of the end all be all is financial stability. I hate to say it that way. I'm not saying that Virgo's a gold digger, but I'm saying that that has sort of become one of the most, I think, dominant qualities that you're looking for in a person. And I would like to say that there's nothing wrong with that, but understand that you can have that stability and you can have that happiness too. The two are not mutually exclusive. So, just sort of keep that in mind, that you can have both. So I think now is the time for you to let go of any thoughts that you can't have the attraction and the abundance, and that you basically can't have a good, healthy, non-struggle relationship is what it boils down to, Virgo. So what do you need? What do you need to do to sort of approach the right relationship? Where's your mindset for that? We have the Magician in reverse, and let's clarify that a little bit more. Let's clarify the Magician in reverse. For your mindset, we have the Knight of Swords. So what this feels like, Virgo, is that there may be a little bit of an element of control that you feel you need when it comes to relationships, right? And sometimes I think Spirit is saying that sometimes it's okay to take a chance. and let the chips fall where they may without you having to feeling like you have to orchestrate things or that you have to sort of control the process and therefore control the outcome. I almost feel is, I don't want to say that Spirit is saying, oh, just throw caution to the wind. But I do feel like Spirit is saying, be a little bit more open, be a little bit more loose in how things unfold. But, and I know what you're saying, Virgo, it's like, I just followed my passion the last go round and I got left at the burrito shack. Okay, so Spirit is saying once again that even though you open yourself up a little bit, they're saying be smart about it. This is not like just getting swept up and taken for a ride. And that's the equivalent of driving down the Autobahn at like 200 miles an hour, reading a magazine and like fiddling in your hair, like scratching the back of your head and whatnot, hands not on the steering wheel. That's just not smart. So Spirit is saying, yeah, keep your hands lightly on the steering wheel. In the event that you need to swerve, in the event that you need to brake hard, this is not you taking a nap in the back seat while this potential relationship careens down the highway. That's not what this is. Spirit is just saying, loosen the reins a little bit, but make sure that things stay within your comfort zone. Make sure that you keep your boundaries in place. So, looking at the potential outcome for my single Virgos. Oh, look at this, Virgos. We have the Tower. We have the Tower card. This is profound change. And remember what we had up here in the acceptance? We had death and rebirth. We had the old transforming into the new. And here for your outcome, we have this profound life-changing event. This life-changing moment. So let's see. We have the Hermit. This is enlightenment. This is wisdom. It feels as though you're going to have some sort of aha moment when it comes to a relationship. That there is going to be a light sort of shown. There's going to be a light, okay? And it's going to sort of illuminate. It's going to illuminate your path forward. So I think that having this sort of shift in mindset is going to open the door for this relationship that you've been looking for. Hey, Virgo, look what we have the Emperor. So that's where this path is unfolding. That's where this shift is taking place. The path that's being illuminated for you is going right to this person. Boss energy, older, mature, wiser, stable, very, very secure. No more F-boys or F-girls, Virgo. It feels like you done come up in the world. So good things are happening, but Virgo, you're going to have to sort of tap into your knowing and get ready for change. Be comfortable with it. Don't fight it. Don't try and direct it, because the more you fight, not a smooth path, not good. And looky here, Virgo, we have cooperation. In your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. So I think more than anything, my single Virgos, that this is you cooperating with the universe. This is you not trying to be resist or, pull this string and do this and do that. This is you flowing right now. This is you tapping into your higher self, following the signs, keeping this good energy, thinking about what it is that you want in a relationship, manifesting that, keeping your boundaries, not allowing any gross energy into your space, but being ready and open to what the universe is bringing towards you. And what they're bringing towards you is so good. So good. So Virgo, please stop fighting. Like your intuition is telling you that good things are coming. So don't do anything to upset that, okay? So I'm going to leave it there for my super singles. Now let's get into my not so super singles. Even if you got somebody on your mind, this reading might be for you. Okay, my not so single Virgo collective, let's pull some oracle cards to see what energy is surrounding this reading for you. And the first card that we have is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And let's pull one last oracle card. See what energy. Okay, two last oracle cards. And see what's going on. So we have wait and we also have take action. Well, now that seems like an interesting little pickle, doesn't it? So, Virgo not singles. What we have in the energy that's surrounding you, it seems to be, we literally have two cards of wait when it comes to doing something. But that's something, it's sort of like, it's going to pay off, right? We have worth waiting for, but then we also have make sure that you actually wait for it. And then coming up last, we have take action. So it feels as though there is this sort of sense of not right now, not right now, not right now. It's like, wait now. It's almost like if you've ever played double dutch, right? You got the ropes going, and then if you're on the outside, you're like looking and you kind of rocking back and forth a little bit. And it's like, wait, nope, that skipped a little bit. Wait, and you know that right time to jump. So that's sort of the energy that I'm getting. That this is very much a matter of divine timing, even though it seems now you might be a little bit tensed up or somebody's tensed up when it comes to taking some sort of action. But understand that when it does happen, the timing is going to be perfect. It's going to be divinely guided. It's going to be worth it. So it feels as though the energy around this is a little bit of a stutter step, a little bit of a double dutch move, but let's get into some tarot and see what messages we have. So, not so single Virgos, when it comes to you and this other person, whether they're on your minds or in your bed, what's the state of your relationship right now? And what we have is the King of Cups in reverse. This doesn't feel like there's a lot being given to this relationship. So it's making me think that it's not actually a relationship right now, that this is someone who you may not know the extent of their feelings. They may not know the extent of yours, but it does not seem like this cup has been offered to you. It doesn't seem like these emotions have quite come out yet. So is this like a little secret hidden love that's happening, Virgo? And maybe not from your end. Maybe it's coming from the other person's end. But let's see what you're bringing to the table here. What is it that you're bringing to the relationship? You got that Ace of Wands, Virgo. You got that passion. You got that fire. You are ready for a fresh start. Like there's an energy here of, yeah, been through some stuff, but you know what? Got through it. I'm good. What's popping? What else is out there for me? So it feels as though you are very much in exploration mode, that you are seeing what's out there. You're opening yourself up. You're ready for a new start. And I think that you're excited about the prospect of having a wonderful sort of healthy relationship, especially when it comes to this person or when it comes to you from this person. Now, what are they bringing to the relationship? We have the stars reversed. So somebody's in their feelings and somebody doesn't seem as though they're particularly happy. It feels as though there's an energy that's surrounding them that perhaps they're losing out on wish fulfillment. And so it might be a situation, Virgo, where you dealt with this person before and they didn't, well, damn, okay. I don't know how that flipped over on the bottom, but we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. I was going to clarify, and we also have the Chariot in reverse. All right. So this person it feels as though they haven't made a move. I feel like this is somebody you know, somebody that you've dealt with in some way, shape, or form before. I'm sorry, y'all. I know. No old friends. But this is somebody from your past that you dealt with in some way, shape, or form. I don't know that it was a super committed relationship. It feels like it was something a little bit more casual that never really got off the ground. And, you know, for your part, you're okay with that. Like you've accepted it. You're in a good place. Them, not so much. Their dreams ain't coming true. They're not making any moves. But I feel like there's a sense of regret that they have when it comes to you, that you two could have been really good together. And I think that they know that they sort of took that opportunity for granted, and they haven't told you any of this. You know, maybe you've had some very light and casual conversations, you know, where it seems like they're doing absolutely fine. But I mean, who really wants to tell you that, like, I messed up and now my life sucks? So yeah, that's not really an easy thing for most people to say. So I think this person has, you know, just been kind of keeping things cool, keeping things casual if you do happen to speak to each other. But nothing in depth. They haven't made a move, but it feels as though right now they're starting to get out of their head. So they're trying to come back with something, I think, a little bit more clear. Now, looking at your potential together in this relationship, good Lord. Okay, we have the Tower and we have the Hermit. I swear, I'm fairly certain that single Virgos got this for their outcome as well in their love reading. So it's interesting that these two cards came back out for the couples. So again, when it comes to your relationship with this person, it very much feels as though there is going to be a profound change that comes. That things are going to be illuminated. You're going to get greater clarity on how this person actually feels. Now, we just had the Fool come out in reverse. And so I do not think that this is going to be something that happens like within the next week. Maybe not even within the next month. I'm feeling somewhere in 2022, this person is going to sort of pull their life together, and they're going to have this moment. They're going to have this wake up call where then they're ready to sort of move forward. Now, whether or not you're going to be in a place to want to move forward with them at that point remains to be seen. But I will say, Virgo, that if you do decide to go with it, then it doesn't look like it's going to turn out too badly. So, looking at your lessons that you're learning through this, we have the Five of Cups, and we also have the Knight of Wands. So this is something that tells me that the biggest lesson for you, Virgo, is that there are fresh starts after walking away. And I think that you have already seen that, right? Because right now what you're bringing to the table is this energy of excitement, of wanting a new beginning. And so I feel that even though with the loss that you have suffered before and sort of the regret and crying over spilled milk that's happened on both sides, I think that you know that there is always an opportunity to move forward. And I think that this person is starting to come into that awareness as well, right? That they're understanding that it serves no purpose for you to stay stuck and stay crying over what could have been, what should have been. That it's important for you to move forward. And so I think for you, Virgo, you've moved forward, but it didn't include this person. And I think this person had their wake up call, their epiphany, and they're moving forward, but they're moving forward towards you. Now, will you accept them? We don't know, but we'll see. So what's currently hidden, what you should pay attention to, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse, and we also have the Lovers in reverse. Let me clarify these a little bit more. Okay, and we also have the Page of Swords. So Virgo, not so singles, this person is watching you. Like, just be aware of that. Even though they haven't said anything, they haven't come forward, they haven't sort of put themselves out there, understand that they are keeping an eye on you hard. And this is their double Dutch moment where they're waiting, they're all tensed up, and then at some point they're going to jump. But just because you haven't heard from them, haven't seen them maybe, haven't really had any conversations with them, don't think that they're not lurking behind that plant in the restaurant watching you and trying to figure out what you're eating and who that is you're with. Because they are, so to speak. All right, let's pull one last oracle card for you and see what we have. And we have, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. So I think, again, this message for you, Virgo, is stepping away from this situation where, you know, you're not necessarily on the most stable or best of terms with this person. I think this is you not harboring any ill will, but ready for a fresh start, putting yourself out there for opportunities. And this is the person too, right? Where they've been stuck in their head and sort of questioning how they move forward, how they approach you, where do they go from here? What if you reject them? And this is them sort of choking that down. This is them going through their transformation and hoping that when they come forward, you will make space for them. They are being open to the possibility, and I think so are you. But again, that's a choice that you have to make by yourself. But understand that it's coming. This person, they got their eyeballs on you, Virgo. They are watching you. Oh, the energy is so funny. But anywho, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that this resonated. If it did, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. But in the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.